Hello, welcome to the day two of 100 days challenge of web development. Today, we are going to look at the environment that we are going to use, but also we're going to build our first web page. When we say web page, we mean a HTML file which is having codes of HTML. So let's go and see what we can do today. All right. So these 100 days are very different from many 100 days challenges because a lot of other people's 100 days are focusing on what they're building. But I'm focusing on learning in 100 days web development. So that's why I want you to hold me accountable on that 100 days of learning web development. And we're starting from HTML, basic HTML. Let's go. So as you can see, I'll switch to my environment, and that's exactly what we are going to use. And this is Visual Studio Code. It's available for free. Anyone can download it, can use it anywhere you are in the world. It doesn't matter who you are, whatever. That's a good thing of code. And on this side, we are having Explorer where we can deal with files and folders. So you have a lot of other things that we are going to see them as we go. We have Sage, we have source control, debug and run, extensions, a lot. So we're going back to Explorer. So all the time when you, unfortunately or accidentally, I pressed somewhere, I have to remember that no, I should click back to Explorer. All right, yeah. And in Explorer, there's two options. There's either you can open editors. These are files that are opened on this particular part, or folder. If you open a folder, the folder will be shown here exactly. But also, there's other things that you can follow. So for me, I can start from here and I click on this, which says new untitled text file. So I click that, but also I can come to the file, then new text file. It's up to you where you want to start from. I can go to text file or new windows or open folder, which at the end of the day we are going to be working mostly on the folder, because one of the key structure on web development is you need to know the basics even to control folders, because files are kept in one folder, and that folder there is kind of connection between one file to another which are within that particular folder or subfolders. So on this way we are going to create a new file. So if you say a new file, then you're going to specify which type of file. So, or you can say a new text file, which they know exactly that it will be text file, but you have option to specify the file extension. So on this one, I will not do a lot. I will deal with the basics. So the basic part of HTML is the structure of HTML. The first thing is the structure of HTML. What are the structure of HTML? So think of HTML as any essay that you have ever written. So if you want to write an essay, you have key parts that you need to prepare. You need to prepare introduction, you need to prepare board and conclusion. The same as that we have in HTML. So now, different from essay, you need a paper and pen. The rest is coming from your mind. But in HTML, you need to specify, first of all, the whole thing. The page, you need to specify that this is the page of HTML, which we are going to do that by saying HTML, and then all the HTML codes, they are closed with the open and closing by according to the way they want them to be. But now with the new standard, this is already well and good, but is not super good. So in to make it super good, we need to specify which type of document are we dealing with. So we need to specify that the doc type that we are dealing with is HTML. All right. And then we can be able to continue with our information exactly how we want them to be. So if you do this, the rest of the things has to be going within here. So think of this as your paper. You grab a piece of paper, you have the paper, that is this key things that have specified. Two things. They have made the environment of you writing HTML code ready. The next thing that we're going to do here is to put our first introduction, body, and conclusion, which in HTML is a little bit different. So in introduction, we are calling them header. They are very necessary, but they are not visible to the people. So oh god, I like it that we need to write line by line, and so that we don't lash. So we have head and body. The head is dealing with top level of your page. So on head, there's a very key things that are going within the head. One of the things that is visible in the head is the title of the page. And this goes when you open any website, you at the top, not within the content, but on the browser tab or whatsoever, you see the name. That name comes from here, which is under a tag called title. Uh, the good thing is I'm writing one line by line. Why? Because we are starting from the basics, but there is a very simple way to finish this. So one rule that we have learned in coding is if you are starting, please accept that you are starting and type the code. If you are starting, don't rush to the shortcut because you need this to sink into your mind that this is the way to go. You have a lot of way to do this. You can even type one letter and finalize it. But for starting, please allow yourself to be slow. You are learning. You're not showing off. Okay? As I am learning here. I don't want to save that. Okay. And I have my body. In the body, I have to specify what I want to put. That's where now I put my paragraphs and the rest of the thing. So if you see the link, the paragraph, the images, they're all placed within here, except if there is any other ways, which we are not talking about any other ways now. We are talking about our basic part. So I have my doc type on top, I have my HTML on the bottom, and within the HTML, I have my head and body. And within the head, I have my title and the list of other things. But Under the head we have body, which I have almost every visual things on the web page. So this is what we have managed to do. So from tomorrow, we are going to see now this in the folder. So for today, this is all that we can do. Head, body. But before I close, I have to have paragraph, which is specified by P, and I will close that. But also, I have headers or headings. I mean, headings, they are represented by H and they start from 1 up to 6. But you can specify generic heading by saying H, or you can specify by number. So every number define the size and the size of text within the look. So if you start with H1, it will be having a very big text size. And if you go to H6, it will be having a very small text size. And the H it have generic heading, which is different from paragraph, but it doesn't have a very impact compelling to this numbered headings. So mostly we start with H1 so that we can see what we have done, and you start and you cross that. So if you have been observing, I have doc type here, it's alone, but I have HTML, which I started here, and it seems that it's going up to the end here. So it's kind of a container that is calling something within itself. While a header also, it looks like it's a bag that you can put something else inside that particular bag. The same as body, it's having opening and closing tag. This make it to be kind of a bag that can hold things within itself. So these two tags, they are very different. They're very different, and they are very important to remember that there's tags that can carry things within itself. There is also other tags that they can't contain other tags. Okay, yeah, I think that's the best way to explain it. Some tags can carry some other tags, but some other tags cannot carry any other tag apart from doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Like doc type, it specify what the document is. That's all. That's the specific way of doc type. But if you want to have con titles and they specify the link of CSS, specify the link of JavaScript, you need to specify those in header, which is having the capability to hold things and to be understood when the browser is trying to look at that particular page. The same as body. Body can carry a lot of other things inside there as headings, paragraphs, links, and the like. We'll see also other tags that cannot, they do exactly what they're supposed to do. They don't carry any other thing apart from doing what they were meant to be doing. So thank you very much for being with me on the second day challenge. It's going to be interesting. Next tomorrow, as we are going to go, we are going now to do the saving and test this if it's working or not. That's who knows. Everyone supposed to try at the end of the day. But as you are going with me on this particular journey, let's keep it as short. I want to keep it as short, as sweet, as nice as possible so that you and me together, we can finish this 100 days in no time. It's going to be interesting. Let's go together. Until next time. Bye.